Welcome to Survivor 4 Strange Worlds, my friends! In this video, we'll meet the amazing cast that just crash landed in this magical realm. If you're wondering how we got here, long story short, somebody kidnapped our plane and something happened in the air to teleport us here. You can get the full gist from the trailer video that's above this video right now. But we actually got to know our cast earlier at the airport, so actually, let's tune back to
7:59 a.m.
Back at the Newcrest airport before disaster struck. Let's start with you! Meet Atos Lempimeli, and I hope I pronounced that right. The fun-loving adventurer originally submitted by Loki from Finland. Atos revels in the outdoors and has traveled just about every world possible in the name of, well, adventure. He loves the jungle and its treasures, the mysterious aura of Strangerville. But his one true love is, and always will be, the ocean. So free, so vast. Ooh, dolphins! Can't see them right now, but yeah, they exist. Atos has had his eye on Survivor for a long time, but never quite found the right time between his expeditions and raising his granddaughter. Thanks for nothing, kids! Now that she's a little older, it's finally time to conquer another challenge and show his granddaughter that you can enjoy life to the fullest no matter the age. Next up, here is Adam Hoffman, a slightly above average dude sent in by Dear God 43. Adam prides himself on his ability to do everything just slightly above average. He's a joke writer, so he basically goats writes for comedians instead of doing it himself. His time is better spent at home cooking, baking, talking to AI bots, and upgrading his home. This non-committed dude has his eye on Survivor next, where his main goal is to win the money to afford a honeymoon to Solani for his lovely fiancé that's been by his side through thick and thin. Oh, and a cleaner bot. Adam really wants a cleaner bot. It's so cute! Adam's plan is to use his witty and charismatic personality to build connections to get to the end, without the romance though. All this will be for his darling fiancé, and he will do anything to spoil her. Presenting Amia Shaw, our second trans queen on the channel, and she is here to serve. Credits to Simming on a Sunday. Amia is a public official and a very big activist. Her cause? You mean causes? She kind of advocates for everything. Simoleons for everyone! Save the trees! Down with the mischief! And trust, she will judge you with those bombastic side eyes if you feel different. From time to time, Amia has seen commercials for Survivor amidst her protesting and decided why not? Who cares if she hasn't even seen an episode? She has an expansive mind, great persuasion skills, and also a skilled seducer. She can win every argument and she will not hesitate to backstab. Her lack of exposure to the show may become her downfall, but she can talk her way out of any situation, so she's ready for the challenge. Ooh, that outfit is a choice. But this is Basil Everglade, our first ever spellcaster in the KCU. Kudos to Filter the Squirrel. Basil is an extremely talented and intelligent spellcaster, mastering spell after spell at a very young age, in practical magic of course. Why? Well, Basil's biggest flaw is that he's the laziest person alive, and a little bit of a slob. Whenever a problem arises, Basil always solves it with magic. I mean, it's gotten him this far in life, despite people thinking he's unreliable. Basil applied for Survivor after his mom relentlessly nagged him to get a job. Really? Really? Huh. Odd choice to become a reality star, but he's here now. I bet he feels quite at home now that we've crash landed in the magic realm. Will this daydreamer be able to prove himself on Survivor and get his happy ending? We will see. Meet Kale Coyle, the hippiest and coolest dad you will ever meet, courtesy of Solidus Save. Kale has always been a little bit of a helicopter parent, but you know, the fun type. He tries his best to be in with the times to the dismay of his children. But now that the twins are getting older and their patience for their doting father running thin, they've submitted him to pretty much any open application on this internet that will take him, just to get him out of their hair for a little while. So here he is on Survivor! Kale is a happy-go-lucky guy like 95% of the time, and he is restless and relentless to keep his fun meter up. Still, he's a family man through and through, so he's putting his family first while partaking in this new adventure. Does this human manifestation of a dad joke have what it takes? Next on the list is Charlie Spencer, a driven, overachieving high school president, whom creator Charstar X modeled it after himself. Adorable. Charlie is the brains, brawn, and beauty of his high school. He strives to do everything, and he does great at all of it. He's the high school president, star athlete of the track team, and has a remarkable 4.0 GPA. So it only makes sense for this reality geek to take on Survivor 4.0. Charlie brings competitive spirit to Survivor and hopes to be the first teenager to take home the title of Sole Survivor. After all, he's super smart, super good at games, and also super fit. He's open to potential mates as well, since his proposal to the quarterback didn't really go well. Curse you, Sydney Price! Survivor will be the toughest race to run for little old Charlie, but he's ready for the challenge. Moving on, let's meet Charlie Wolvo. Ooh, another Charlie. Well, this one is by Rain is Awesomer, and she sure is a cutie. Charlie is a forest ranger and lives alone in her little cabin in the woods without the murder. In her free time, she enjoys fishing, roaming the woods. Yes, that is her. Did I forget to mention she's a werewolf? Oopsie. This lone wolf took the term a little too seriously, but little do people know that she is secretly a very hilarious comedian. But if a joke gets told in the forest, did they really make a sound? Charlie hopes to one day be able to step into the limelight as a comedian, but for now, she's taking baby steps by putting herself on Survivor for all the world to see. If she can woo some castaways to her side, she can do anything. Say hello to Daphne Garner, a snowboarding instructor and motivational speaker from Mount Komorebi, and submitted by Ali London. Daphne grew up in a poor family in the outskirts of Summerannj, but worked her ass off in college and became an incredible snowboarder afterwards, shattering records and reaching the top of her career. Nowadays, she works as an instructor/motivational speaker to help cultivate the next generation. But if you know Daphne, you know that the thrill is never gone, so this adventurous spirit is taking her competitors to the next level by signing up for Survivor. She hopes to dive headfirst into every challenge and uplift her fellow trimates to achieve their very second best, because she is the best, duh. Daphne won't stop until she reaches the top. Somebody famous? Why, it's Darwin Watterson, ripped straight out of the amazing world of Gumball, with a new hairdo already. Credits go to Lavender324 for bringing this baby to life. Darwin is a sim personification of our favorite fish, and nope, I did not get his first name wrong.
So what are you gonna call him, sweetie? Darwin. What? But that spells Japoxfrud. We really need to get you enrolled in school.
So, yeah. Sim Darwin carries all the perky personalities of cartoon Darwin. He loves reading, loves fooling around, and he's a true empath, getting all the feels from those around him. You can just imagine his excitement when his family signed him up for Survivor. I mean, Darwin's theory is survival of the fittest, so it's kinda meant to be. Darwin loves meeting new people and sharing his positive spirit. He will defend his friends to the very end, and he hates any sort of meanness. Oh, and fishing, cause you know, he was a fish to begin with. Emily Connor is your next castaway, and this mean queen hails from Del Sol Valley and is created by The True Shop. What can we say about Emily? She's your classic stuck-up, snobby, and plain rude rival. She's born and raised in Del Sol Valley, so being ruthless just runs in her blood. She works as a publicist at SimMZ, so she works hard and fast to get the latest tea. Don't be fooled by her ego though, she's super cunning and creative underneath that facade, and knows just the right thing to say to rile you up or get what she wants, or both. She's a great actor and a very spirited debater. Emily's only intention on Survivor is to cause chaos, drama, and scandal to reach the top. By the time you find the source, it's probably already too late. And wait, somebody got footage of George and didn't tell me? Whatever. So, George is the unexpected addition to the season and reps the townies! Yay! Great. George is a retired pilot who spent his lifetime traveling the world with his beloved jet plane Penelope. That is, until it crashed in Strangerville. Rip in pieces, Penelope. George has since made Strangerville his home, so who knows why the hell did he kidnap my damn plane? I guess trouble follows wherever he goes. George is a handyman, but he also has quite the temper and paranoia. Still, the man looks pretty good for his age, and Survivor is the perfect test for him to maybe relearn some of that social skills and broaden his horizon. Also, cause we can't get rid of him, so yeah, vote him out if you want, I guess. Heather Shabazi is our next castaway, and this elderly mechanic may be more than meets the eye. Credits go to Gabolito V31X for the wonderful creation. Heather seems like the normal woman, elderly and very handy with vehicles, until you find out that young Heather was in the dangerous professional heist group. She was the getaway driver, yeah, but this woman thrives in danger, and she's also a tough cookie. With everyone else being put away, Heather retired to her little old trailer with her daughter. Now, fixing cars pays the bills, but there's been no answer to her thrills. So off to Survivor she goes to chase the next tie. Heather is over the top and is unafraid to backstab anybody with a smile, like she did with her heist group, you know. She has all the confidence in the world and is determined to play a villainous game filled with lies and deceit. Let's welcome Janae Varner, a competitive bodybuilder and personal chef from Del Sol Valley, courtesy of creator Cambean. Janae had a successful career as a 911 operator, a large friend group, and a luxurious apartment. Still, on the morning of her 30th birthday, she woke up in a panic attack. Her mental health has been on a decline, and her friends weren't really her friends. That's when Janae decided it is time for a change. Nobody gets to dim her light anymore. So, after a weight loss, a complete makeover, a career change, a coming out party, and a whole new chosen family, Janae is ready to take on Survivor. She's been a lifelong fan of the show and has studied former contestants to devise her own foolproof plan. She will flirt, gossip, lie, and mediate to get to the end. Her lifelong experience has prepared her for this exact moment. Ho, meet this guy, Julian Perez, the most villainous wedding planner if I ever did see one. And the sim is created by Quartzits? Julian is a diva and has a taste for detail and all the finer things in life. His perfectionism makes him the perfect candidate as a star-class wedding planner. Julian also really loves bunnies, so to stay in business, the man even goes the distance to play matchmaker and make unsuspecting singles fall in love and tie the knot in less than a fortnight. In his never-ending thirst for money, the million simoleon prize smells like sweet, sweet wedding cake to Julian. Even though he despises anything naturey, Julian thinks it's worth it to tough it out for that green cash. I mean, he's got the social game down. Everyone will fall in love with him, fall in love with each other, and he'll have a grand time officiating all their rites of marriage. Oh my gosh, meet this stunning lady, Kimber Quigley from Qcamlc to Survivor. Our first alien representation, thanks to Lucy Hannah 85. Kimber has always been fascinated by human sim culture, despite being injured after she escaped cruel experimentation from terrible scientists. She is pretty traumatized and is slow to warm up as a result, but she found solace in the sim's best friend, doggos. Kimber plays up a tough exterior, but she's actually a huge softie and loves to cuddle. Her favorite hobbies include exploring parks to meet puppies and collecting earthly trinkets for her personal collection. Despite her past, Kimber still has faith in the human race and is on Survivor to show that occults aren't all evil and dangerous. Winning the money is sweet too, like a corgi cafe is always welcome. Presenting our final teenager of the season, it's Lynn Trong Walters, high school tutor and Tomarang native by Updog. Lynn comes from a very smart family, and her parents have been very hard on her since birth to score those straight A's. This made poor Lynn very insecure with herself and also a little lacking in social skills, especially since her time is spent with books like all the time. However, a little spark ignited in her when she saw two strong Asian females defy all odds on Survivor, and she is determined to do the same. She had to apply in secret, cause no way her parents would ever say yes. Amidst her missing persons report, she hopes to prove that book smarts isn't the only way to success. She has so much more. Next up on the list is Milo Dai, a humble dog walker with a lot of heart, created by Tommy the Token. Milo grew up in the city of San Myshuno, where he spent majority of his childhood with the family dogs, more so than children his age. His fascination and love for dogs became apparent when he would literally skip out on family trips just to keep his babies company. He started a dog walking business as a teenager, cause why not turn your passion into a career? Hey! Now that he's a young adult, he realized that he wanted to do just a little more than be a homebody, so he's trying out for Survivor. Social skills aren't his strong suit, but he's fit and loyal and more than ready to break out of his shell and supply some fun facts to his tribe mates. Like, did you know that dogs can smell feelings? Let's hope they know how to watch TV too, cause he hopes to make them and his family proud. Hailing from Spain and filled with personality, Noemi Galera is ready to set things straight on Survivor. And this sim is courtesy of Saltidor too. Noemi is naturally very nurturing, so she's your average cookie scout leader. She can run a bit of a tight ship with her serious and perfectionist nature, but that's because she's determined to bring out the best in the children. On Survivor, she will take on the role as the leader of the group and dish out comments, so any tribe she's on will function at 100% efficiency. She will be blunt and she will be controlling, but she'll sprinkle in a campfire story or more to remind you that she's not all scary. Noemi has lived alone all her life and she's asexual, so the romance aspect is none of her concern. Her focus is on the prize and the glory that comes with being the sole survivor. Who's this cutie? Why, it's Raya Marie Consuelo, an art therapist from the jungles of Salvadorada, and she's created by Popcorn Boy 04. Raya specializes in using art as a medium of expression for children, adults, and elders alike to help them cope with emotional issues and develop a healthy sense of wellness. Definitely helps with all the scary stuff that the Salvadoradians see in the jungles. Raya has a creative and spiritual mind, but she's also very bro-y with all the macho jungle adventurers in the area. And if you get on her bad side, she will unleash her wrath on you, which is pretty funny considering she's a therapist. Raya is on Survivor to take a stab at the adventure herself instead of just listening to all the adventurers talk. And all her experience has prepared her to be able to handle any situation. Sadly, she won't get a paintbrush to expedite the process. Our penultimate castaway is Siba Laurent, a housewife and werewolf ally from Moonwood Mill. Credits go to Haley Nicole, RL. Siba chose Team Jacob and married a werewolf from the good old wolf town and even had a child with him. She chose to stay a human though and spends most of her time mothering and nursing her child. It's a selfless duty, but it doesn't really help that the husband is rarely at home, or in her life for that matter. Goddamn wolf packs, am I right? Siba reads and watches TV a lot, so when Survivor popped up on her screen, why not give that a chance? She's not athletic at all, pretty fragile actually, but she is extremely smart and very chill, so she should be able to ace the social and strategic game. Winning the money would be uber nice, so she can finally move out of this rundown shack, or maybe get a good divorce lawyer while she's at it. And rounding up the cast today is none other than my favorite thirst trap, Wes Moore. Originally created by my good friend Stewie. Shout out to Stu, by the way, he's a great friend and has a great channel, so you should totally check him out, you know? So Wes, he's the ultimate hunk bro combination. A personal trainer, has a smoking figure, and a beautiful face. I guess I know who I'm lusting after this season. Wes has a beautiful wife at home and she's a famous pianist, so recently Wes has the idea to keep up with her fame by turning to simfluencing.
Oh yeah.
Wes loves himself and his body, so he's been turning to SimTalk and Simstagram to show it all off and give fitness advice, of course. Survivor is 2 birds 1 stone for the guy since he gets to challenge his physique and his TV appearance can only get him more followers. Wes is charming and romantic, and Ness has given him the pass to do all means necessary to get that prize, so all bets are off. And those are our 21 castaways competing on this season of Survivor. They will have to outplay, outwit, and outlast the others for the title of Sole Survivor and the million Simoleon prize. Who sets the tribe divisions? Who will survive the elements? Who are you rooting for to take home the win? Show your love in the comments for your favorite castaways. Oh, and if you have Discord, check the link in the description to join my server. Our community there is active and amazing, and who knows, you may get some additional information or sneak peeks of the castaways. Survivor Strange Worlds will have its double premiere next week, so I will see you there. Thanks for watching this video, lovelies! It means so much to see so many of you excited for this season to begin, because that's how I've been feeling for like the past month. If you enjoyed this video, please do leave a like down below, and if you're new here, subscribe and join the fam so you don't miss an upload. Most importantly, hydrate and take care of yourselves, friendos. I'll see you next week for our spectacular premiere. Bye!